So you now have a better idea of your fears, and you've created and uploaded a video that is you right now. Just with your fears, your reactions, however it is now online. So you might think that we're going to go right into and fix the fears and find out what they are, take them apart, destroy them. No, not quite. We're going to go a little bit of a deeper level to kind of a foundational level. And I want to start by asking you a couple questions and then telling you a story. You're probably familiar with word association. And I'll give you an example. If I say Mini Cooper, as in a car, what do you think of? For me, I think of small and fast. Whereas if I was to say a Cadillac, I think big and comfortable. If you look at maybe an actor, take Robin Williams. I think comedy, funny. If someone says, we're going to go see a Robin Williams movie, you know pretty much what you're going to see. Or if they say, we're going to see a Sylvester Stallone or Arnold Schwarzenegger, that's probably going to be an action movie. So early on, when we were recording, or actually with my first band, I knew what the vibe was. I wanted to be interesting and indie and away from the mainstream. That was what I was going for. That was what I was hoping people would see. And because that didn't, in the end, that didn't work as well for me. And so when I was looking at doing another band, I wanted to do something different. So while we were recording, I happened to see a program called Behind the Music on Ice-T. Now, I don't know if you know a lot about Ice-T. Ice-T is a rapper, and he did a lot of rap. I forget what year it was, but at some point, he was going to do a new band. And the band was called Body Count. And it was, I think it was supposed to be a mix of rap and metal, something like that. I don't remember what they sound like. I don't remember any of that. But at their very first show, they sold out. The thing is, they hadn't released any music yet. They had released no music. No one knew what they sounded like. And they sold out. I love that. So, how does that happen? Well, obviously Ice-T is known. He's known for what he does very well. And when he was in the interview, he made the statement that it's more important that people know who they're going to go see than what they sound like. And I remember where I was at. I was sitting at a counter. I think I was eating a sandwich. Me and the bassist. And that really struck me. And I thought, it's more important that people know who you are than what you sound like. And so I started thinking, well, who are we? As I mentioned before, when I was playing in my indie band, we were interesting and tortured. And I thought, okay, I did that. I don't want to do that again. I want to go the opposite direction. I want to do something different. I want to do everything different, like opposite everything. So we're not going to do complicated, interesting stuff. We're going to do a simple three-piece. It's going to be guitar, bass, drums. We're not going to be like interesting, tortured. We're going to be fun. And that's all we need. It was that simple. We actually made three rules for ourselves when we started. Everything has to be fun. No ballads. No ballads. And what was the third one? I don't even remember the third one, but it was pretty much backing up the that we have to be, the fun was the number one thing. We're a fun band. Oh, nothing serious. Nothing could be serious. So we couldn't get up on stage and talk about, our feelings and how we're having this rough day. Because my thinking was, listen, we're going to be playing at some bars and clubs, and everybody has had a rough day. They don't need to hear our problems. Let's just make sure everyone has a good time. That three-letter word, fun, encompassed everything we did. Everything. And what that meant also was that we were very clear about what we didn't do. So if there's an imaginary circle here, a pie chart, and if this is the fun sliver, all of this is what we were not. We're fun. We're super fun. Now, there can be good to have some variety in there, but when you look at what you are putting out, this is the same as niche. Especially when you're starting out. Really important to niche down and find the exact people who are best for you. So when you look at not only yourself, but also this product, service, the thing that you're bringing out into the world, what is the word or words that would encompass it? Is there 1, 2, 3 words that could sum up you, your vibe, what you're putting out there into the world? At another point, I was supposed to do a caricature of somebody, and I was going to go and I think I was going to bartend. I was going to bartend at a restaurant, and I was supposed to be funny. I'm not a comedian. I'm not a comedian. Are you kidding me? I mean, I'm introverted. I'm shy. I'm all these things. I've never studied. I love it, but I haven't studied it. And I thought, how am I going to do this? Well, by using the same exact thing, I used a combination of when you tear yourself down, self-effacing. I used self-effacing humor mixed with one other thing, so that when I was there and I wasn't sure what to do, I could use that. The Who, not the band. I'm talking about you. Who are you when you pull up the camera and you hit record and you start talking? Who are you? Another way to look at it is, what do you represent? Remember, like with Ice-T, the kids or the people who are going to go see him knew exactly what he represented. They were super, super clear on that. They didn't even need to know what the song sounded like. It was already in line with them, like on a core level. So for me, when I was doing this for my band, before I even got on camera, but I later transferred that to being on camera, for me it was always fun, never serious, like nothing serious, and no ballads. We had to put the no ballads in. But that was who we were. People knew. When they came to hear us, they would never, ever, ever, ever hear a cheesy love song. They could be guaranteed of that. They could be guaranteed that it would be fun. You could almost argue that keeping it fun and nothing serious are very similar. For us, that was what we needed to really set those limitations clear. And what that meant is that if this was an imaginary pie chart, we were this. That's who we represented. All this other stuff in this imaginary pie chart was not us. If you want romantic, if you want meaningful, if you want edgy, that's someone else. That's not us. But if you want really fun, that's us. Come see us. And on a deeper level, it really resonated with what I wanted to put out there because I had already been in kind of a serious band. And it was kind of edgy and moody, and I thought, you know what? Everybody has their own issues and things to deal with. If I'm going to get up on stage and start relating with someone, they don't need to hear my problems. They've got their own. Let's instead just take them on a really fun ride, forget about your day, forget about all the stuff that you have to deal with. Let's just have fun for a little bit. And I'm going to be your host to make that happen. And it's just going to be fun. We're going to have a blast. That was what we represented. And it came from, from a good, solid place. I really felt that was a better way at the time to connect with people and help with people. So it wasn't just this silly thing. It actually had something solid behind it. So this is for you to find as well. Start by journaling. Love journaling. And again, 3 pages or 10 minutes about getting into the core. What is it that you represent on a deep level? Step 1. Step 2, remember, again, write it without judging. You're just writing. You're just brain dump, throwing it all on the page. Then go through and take more time if you want. But once you've done a minimum of 3 pages, 10 minutes, once you've done that, then go through and kind of sort out, when you get on camera and someone sees you, what do you want them to think about you on a core or base foundational level? What are the 3 words or phrases that describe you?